full comparison, where we give you full confidence in all of your gear buying decisions. My name is Jim Ripp. I'm the Senior Manager of Live Events and Rentals here at Full Compass. Today we're going to talk about BASSBOSS Subwoofers, and we have a very special guest with us today.
Thank you, Jim. I'm Samia with American Music and Sound, and yes, we're going to go deep with BASSBOSS and their subwoofers.
And before we get into all of the specs of these, what can you tell us about the history of BASSBOSS?
Our designer, David Lee, he started in the hi-fi realm. And when he'd go out to venues and go out to events, he was really underwhelmed with what that felt like. So that started his quest for really low and engaging, deep frequencies that just move you. Low frequency moves the room, it moves people.
It really does. And these things can move you, for sure. First up in our comparison, we have the SSP118. What can you tell us about this?
That is a go-to subwoofer for all genres. It plays flat to 30 hertz, and it does a great job of having impact punch and low frequency extension. Most subs on the market will do really well between 60 and 80 hertz, but as we measure them from 60 down to 30, they can lose anywhere from 10 to 15 decibels. The BASSBOSS subwoofers provide a very linear approach, so you get full volume down to the deepest end of what it's stated to produce. So in this case, you get full volume at 30 as you would at 60, 70, or 80, making it perfect for production work, studio work, mobile DJ, and installation especially.
So this is a single 18. There's a couple other ones in this same series, isn't there?
We have a 218 and a 215. So if you have the ability to do 218s, they stack up on a cart, they make for great truck packs. So if that's a workhorse of production, the 215 fits under stages and up into the ceiling and to rafters very easily. So that's a great installation model. And of course, the 118 does both. You can do it in scale in production, or you can go ahead and do those in an installation. As you can see, we have flywork on those boxes.
This is solid BASSBOSS construction. Across your whole line, you have that, right down to the carpentry.
That is a huge part. The joint work, the bracing on the inside, everything is really meant to last a lifetime.
Looking at the back here, I see DSP presets. Tell us about DSP.
As you go across all of our models, our tops and our subs, you'll have the same back panel, which give you the same level of I/O and DSP control. So you have a touch button, 8 presets that are on board. So in the case of a subwoofer, it features both high and low pass filters and LR and sometimes BW curves. Ultimately, you're going to adjust those presets to fit the music that you're doing or the combinations that you would like to create. We have coded drivers, recessed amplifiers, IP65 weather-rated connections for the XLR. We have a gain knob. I usually recommend just putting that up at unity and you can control it from your mix position. And then we have the LAN cables. So with the LAN, you can go ahead and connect the control-based software. And you can go directly to a computer. You can go into a network, wired or Wi-Fi. That network would allow you to open the software and update the box for both performance. There's different tunings that come out. You can set delays, which are applicable depending upon your system and where you have to place your subwoofers. You can also go ahead and look at signal coming in. You can adjust the level and you can adjust the preset that the box is playing in. In some cases, there are more presets available in the software than what you can access on the back of the sub.
So you can connect all of the speakers that you have, the mains and subs, into a network, have full control through the software of the DSP. But you mentioned delay. My understanding, these also physically have been aligned. When you put these faces on the same plane as the mains, brings it right to alignment.
That is a special and key feature of this line because many folks will have different BASSBOSS subs either for sculpting their sound and their low frequency experience. So they may have ZV28 super deep double playing subwoofers and decide to combine it with this VS21 here to add some extra impact. So they're creating a soundscape and they're sculpting their low frequency. And so I could take a very small box and place it with a big box, line up the front of plane. The phase and time alignment is already done. We've done that laborious work so that you don't have to.
So if 18 isn't enough, we have 21 inches over next to you with the VS21.
So our VS21, it is a 6-order hybrid bandpass box. What that means is you're bridging design styles that give you efficiency. So short horns, you'll pick up some efficiency in terms of output and SPL relative to power required, the amplifier power and subsequently the power consumed. Additionally, we'll have upper bass frequency response that's boosted through where the driver sits, and the driver only has to travel a little bit to create those output efficiencies. And then on the ported side, that's where the lows come from. It's a more complex box to design and to get it right, but when you do, this is the result. A box that hits, it's efficient, it goes super deep, it combines everything. So this is flat to 25 Hertz, and you can still use this for a rock show. So the deepest of EDM, trap and hip hop, to the hardest hitting country.
What's the best fit for a customer and venue with the VS21?
This is a very universal solution. So I have folks in mobile production going from the larger side of mobile DJ with 1 or 2 of these into production of all flavors, and may scale these up to 16 boxes. You can create very interesting arrays because of the combination of where the feet and the pockets are placed. And then you get into installed sound. I've seen these go into house of worship. You can fly them, you can put them on the ground, you could do a combination of both. Ultimately, any high energy establishment that would like low frequency that can do it all, this is a phenomenal solution.
So 21 inches pushes a lot of sound, but if 21 wasn't enough, guess what? We got a dual 21 here. I want to hear about this beast.
So dual 21, this box has a huge sound. Stepping in front of 1 or 2 of these and hearing them at a distance is very emulative to a big concert system. This has a very deep tonality, but it still has great energy and impact. So it's a box that can do a lot of work and give you a very full and large sound. And it's surreal. It goes so low, -3 down to 23 Hertz. It's glorious to listen to.
We witnessed a training that you put on for us in our Studio One, which is 65 feet one way, 45 the other. And you pushed this and it brought down dust from the ceiling that we didn't even know what was up there. So it is powerful.
Yes, it will dust the ceilings.
It's amazing. And it doesn't lose the quality of sound.
That's the impressive part. All of these boxes, both the mid-high boxes and the LF, they have great articulation at all levels. So whether you're, at -20 on your mixer and you just have some background music and you start to bring it up and you get closer to -12 and it starts to get some real energy in the room, it's just very nice and warm sounding. And when you get pushed into 0 and maybe +3, it's rocking and it is just composed. That's the thing about how we've done our DSP. I call it dynamic preservation. There's a lot of loudspeakers in the market. Some models out there, when you push them, they compress, you hear that dynamic shrink. When you back off, it gets bigger again. With this gear, you can really push it hard and you don't hear that compression. You still maintain those dynamics.
Let's talk about stacking these.
Sure.
Stackable, correct? It has the rails that interlock, and subwoofer on subwoofer, or subwoofer throw it on top of the Krakatoa, like the mains?
Yeah, this is great because the Kraken, the Makara, and the Krakatoa feature the interlocking rail system here. So we have a Delrin rod, we have a corresponding pocket. They are alternated from top to bottom, and you can go ahead and stack Krakens, you can stack Makaras, you can stack combinations of those, and then top it all off with the Krakatoa if you desire.
Moving a dual 21 sub can be difficult. Are there carts available or wheels available for this?
Absolutely. So our subwoofers feature what's called a wheel cart with 4 locking casters. It's an available accessory, and some models will have 2 variants. For example, the VS21 has a vertical variant and a horizontal variant, depending upon how you'd like to position the box. On their wheel carts, they roll with ease. You can roll them into the event, lock the wheels, and play. Unlock the wheels, roll them onto your lift gate or up your trailer ramp, and off you go.
These are fantastic. I'm blown away by the sound, the construction, the capabilities, the ease of use, everything. Well, there you have it. BASSBOSS subwoofers. Thank you, Sammy, for joining us. It's been very informative.
It's been a pleasure to be here. I really appreciate it.
For everyone out there, if you would like to dive even deeper into all of the specs, and if you have questions about any of the products from BASSBOSS, feel free to reach out to your Full Compass representative, and they will answer those questions for you. Thank you one more time, Sammy.
Thank you so very much.
Thank you, viewers, for watching today. Another episode of Full Comparison, where we give you full confidence in all of your gear buying decisions.